welcome to Budapest, my fifth country on this 2-week Interrail adventure around Europe, starting from Amsterdam. It's Christmas break, the air is chilly and a bit gloomy here, which honestly I kinda love. There's something about that quiet, overcast feeling that just fits the city perfectly. My first stop was the Danube Shoe Monument, and I couldn't help but shed a tear imagining the dark history this peaceful riverside now holds. It is currently moderately foggy here in Budapest, and it says that it's going to stay that way until late at night, so I'm just gonna have to go through it then. It's just moderately foggy, making things look a little bit more gloomy, but that was cool. Still good. Let's go. So we are currently in front of the Parliament building. It's so pretty in real life. It feels really great to finally be able to be here. Going to go inside, take pictures of course, but yeah, it just seems very majestic. Would love to see it from the inside. Inside of the Parliament building. It's really huge and you never really get tired of it. Looks so pretty. Alright, we're done from the Parliament building. We're now heading to St. Stephen's Basilica. According to the map, it's more or less the same, but I walk or take the tram, so for now I'm just going to walk there because I don't feel like waiting for the tram. Okay, so let's go. Tonight is New Year's Eve, that's worth mentioning. And after this, I'm also meeting my friend. Well, we're meeting for the first time actually, but we know each other we don't know each other away. We go to the same church. I go to the one in Jakarta, but she's in Budapest. So we're meeting her, that's exciting. The area surrounding the St. Stephen's Basilica was so festive with all the Christmas markets. It was filled with twinkling lights, warm smells of mulled wine and cinnamon, which I loved. And overall, it was just very joyful. And the Basilica itself was peaceful and grand. I took a moment to step inside, away from the cold and the noise, and just breathed in the stillness. My heart was filled with so much peace just by being here, and I think the architecture was nothing short of amazing. So that was really cool, and I decided to climb up to the top of the Basilica's dome, and wow, the winter sunset from up there was the most beautiful I've ever seen. Looking out over the city with the Danube winding through and the rooftops dusted in frost, it felt like time just slowed down. That moment sticks with me a lot. And I met many friends from Budapest, but out of respect for them, I decided not to film so much. But it was fun. We stopped for coffee at a Kaluzi cafe, and later they brought me to try some local burgers, which were really good. So it was a nice way to wind down. So how ready are we for New Year's? This is New Year's in Budapest. Fireworks. Look. Beautiful lights. Also, my friends didn't stay until New Year's Eve, and I decided to split up with them afterwards and stay out on my own to soak up the celebrations. The streets were alive with energy, and fireworks lit up the sky, and there was this incredible feeling to be a part of the crowd. Honestly, I wish I had my friends from Amsterdam to join me in this trip. I decided to end the night early though, because I imagined how stuffed the public transport would be later at midnight. So I just celebrated closer to my accommodation, but it was still pretty fun. It is now the second day, and I started the day early and headed straight to a castle near the city park. As I was heading there, I passed through the Hero Square, a wide open space dotted with statues that quietly tell the story of Hungary's past. And then we were greeted by another Christmas market. Trust me, I'm not complaining. I'm always here for the festivity. Especially when it comes with a beautiful castle that looks like it came straight out of a storybook. Seriously, every corner of the castle reminded me of the fairy tale books that I loved growing up. The architecture was this beautiful, almost strange blend of styles. You can clearly see the Gothic influences along with Renaissance and Baroque details, so it's really pretty, and it really took me back to my happy childhood memories. Budapest is really well known for its thermal baths, and this is one of the thermal baths that I have. It's located inside of the city park. I'm not going in today, I'm just going to go sightseeing. I don't really have time. And yeah, now that we're here, I'm gonna enjoy the view a little bit, walk around, and I'll be heading to Budapest Castle after this. So we're currently in front of the Budapest Castle, and I'm telling you, the view here is really stunning. I really didn't expect that. Each time you go up the stairs, each level you'll find that it's just very beautiful, and you'll be even more amazed when you arrive here. So really worth the climb. The view here is really just amazing. I feel like this side is particularly pretty, but this is really iconic. So behind me, there's the chain bridge, a little bit here. This is the Parliament building. If you slide over a little bit here, this is the St. Stephen's Basilica. Really iconic. So I've been taking a lot of pictures, perhaps too much. Perhaps it was the weather, but being here at Budapest Castle remains one of my favorite memories of Budapest up to today, and I really enjoyed exploring the area inside of the castle. It brings me happy memories just by looking at it. And of course, we cannot miss the colorful roofs of the Matthias Church. Actually, it's just a short walk away from the Budapest Castle, so make sure you put this in your itinerary as well the next time you visit the Budapest Castle. And I'm sure the video speaks for itself, but isn't the view just so stunning? And actually, right beside the church, you'll find the Fisherman's Bastion, a really unique architecture. The Fisherman's Bastion was probably one of the most memorable places for me throughout the time that I was in Budapest. From up there, watching the sunset over the city and the river, I felt really lucky to be there. That evening, surrounded by all this history and beauty, I felt calm and grateful. It was a perfect way to wrap up my time in Budapest. Although it was short, I really enjoyed my trip here. And that was my last full day here in Budapest. The city has been amazing, and it leaves a different feeling and impression than other cities I've visited before. And also, I got this really cute souvenir to bring back home. Thank you so much for joining me throughout this journey. Are you ready to Slovak into the next adventure?